All right, everybody. This is Let's Just Talk Fitness with your boy Trey. It's been a minute, man. It's been a long minute. It's probably been about a good month or a month and a half to 2 months that I've posted content in regards to a new interview. But oh, do I got somebody that y'all are gonna be happy y'all waited for? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about somebody who, some of y'all may even know her. Y'all probably came across her page, came across any form of content that she has, but you'll definitely notice when you did come across it. But with that said, man, if you want to subscribe to my email list, the link is below. That's where I send out promo, story, and other free content that I give out that are related to fitness and just me myself. So, hey, if you got the time, man, click that button and sign up to my email list. But with that said, I want to welcome Brittany. How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? First off, I just want to say thank you. First off, just thank you for joining. Thank you for allowing me to take this time and get to know you. Again, we literally just started talking probably like a few days ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And already, y'all, she's already on it. She was just like, yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? It took her no time. I know some of y'all, I'll be asking, y'all ghost me. Y'all don't even hit me back, but she hit me back the same day and was just like, yes, when can we do this? Let's do this. So Brittany, I want to first off, thank you for that.
No problem at all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So if you can tell everybody just a little bit about yourself, where are you from and where'd you grow up and just a little bit about your childhood?
Okay, well, first off, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, but I'm currently in Galveston, Texas right now. I don't really have a neighborhood that I grew up in Chicago, because I know a lot of people like, what neighborhood did you grow up in? And I grew up in a lot of neighborhoods. Yeah. So we moved around a lot as a child. We never really stayed at one place for a long time. We'll literally be there for 1 year. The next year we're moving here and here and here. So just the whole gist of it, Chicago.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the whole gist of it, you've spent most of your time in Chicago or up north, but I know now you're in Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm in Texas. I've been out here almost 2 years now, going on 2 years.
That's what's up. If you don't mind me asking, what brought you to Texas?
Well, actually, my dad is from Texas. My mom is from Chicago. My dad is from Texas. Okay, so what made me come here is my mom actually moved here first. Her and my siblings moved down here, and she was like, come on, Brittany, we want you to come to Texas and get out of Chicago. All your family is here. And I was just like, I don't want to go, because I was in a relationship. You know how that is. I didn't want to leave my little boo. Yeah. So I was like, nah. But when that ended, I was all for it. I was like, all right, let me get up out of here. So I kind of packed up, sold everything, and just left. So and came down here and got me an apartment and everything. And I've been here ever since.
Wow.
And this is where I started my fitness journey here in Texas too.
Yeah. Hold on now. Hold on. We're going to get to that. Hold on. She trying to tell you. Look, y'all see what I'm saying? Like she about to jump into her. Look, I'm just gonna sit back and look.
Okay.
She like, hold on, this is what the fitness is. So hey, I'm telling y'all.
I'm telling y'all,
this is where it all happened. Like I was like, I love that though. I love that. Like, so how would you say Texas is in comparison to Chicago? Because those are two different, even different climates. So how the heck did you adapt to all that and just what made it just so easy to just up and just go like that? Like that's too
it wasn't really easy. Okay. Even to this day, I still haven't completely adapted to Texas life because of the heat, mainly the heat, the mosquitoes. And then I'm used to, like, I'm a city girl. I'm used to the city life. So when I came here, it kind of slowed me all the way down. But it helped though, because with everything being slow, it made me be able to use my brain more and think. I had a chance to really sit down while everything was going slow and like plan out my life and my future. Because in Chicago, you don't have time to plan. It's either you come on, you gotta jump in and just go. You know what I mean? It's so much going on. You can't, but I'm happy I came here for that reason though, because it slowed me down a lot.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
You were fast. You're on fast. Yeah, I got you.
I am today.
I got you. Yeah.
I'm happy for that. I'm
That's
definitely happy for that.
So that movement was just more than physical. It changed pretty much the trajectory of your entire life. You could have went one way, and it kind of
Yes.
wow.
Yes. Moving to
Amazing.
Texas, actually, it was a huge eye opener for me. It just made me realize that, okay, Brittany, you need to do something with your life. Okay. And then it helped me do it because when I came here, I didn't know anybody. Yeah, my mom and sisters and stuff was here, but I'm talking about as far as like friends, my homegirls and stuff. Yeah. I can't call them, hey, what y'all doing? They can't call me, come on, let's go kick it. I'm glad I didn't have those distractions because I would have been like, I don't know where I would be right now. I was forced to come here, build a stronger bond and relationship with my kids also. So I'm happy for that too, because I had time to, it was just us. So it was like, all right, y'all, it's us. Let's get our stuff together. I got y'all, y'all got me, and let's do what we need to do while we're here. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for the move. I'm not really adjusted to it 100%. It's been 2 years, but I'm happy I came. Definitely.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that. I love to hear that. And then when you add kids into the mix, and you add that and that building of a relationship, you know already that was the best choice. You know what I'm saying? When you do something like that to where it caters to the children in your relationship, in terms of that growth. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that transparency. Where are you in school, or what exactly do you do in terms of work? Yeah.
Okay, so I was in school for criminal justice. Actually.
Okay. I can see that. School for criminal justice.
You can see it.
I can see. I can kind of see it. I wouldn't want to be on no stand with you.
Okay, because I'm ready.
I did it. I did it.
I went to school for criminal justice for a year in Chicago, actually.
Okay. Cool.
I went while I was pregnant though. Straight out of high school, I went straight to college. I was pregnant at the time, so after I got ready to deliver, I couldn't return back because I was a single mom at the time. Whatever issues I had with the father, he wasn't around, so I had to do what I had to do. My son wasn't old enough to put in daycare, and the school wasn't understanding, so I had to drop my classes. But it was cool because I realized that yes, criminal justice has always been. I wanted to be a homicide detective.
Wow.
It's always been my dream to be in law, but then dreams change and we dream new dreams. You know what I mean? So I dreamed up a new dream.
You sound like Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King.
I dreamed up quite a few dreams actually.
That's good.
And I'm happy and I'm content with what's going on now. Right now, I just started my own business, cooking, meal prepping, and stuff like that. One day, I hope to get a food truck and a restaurant. I want both, okay? I want to have both. What else did you ask? Oh, I do work at a hotel too. I'm the front desk person overnight at a hotel. So I do that to, fund my business, of course, to keep it rolling. I can't just depend on that. Like I need all the incomes. Okay, I need everything. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, and then I do that.
That's as far as how you that's okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. How do you find? Because I'm very curious about this aspect of it. How do you find the balance between your 9-to-5 and your job? I mean, your business, or even trying to get it up and going. How's that balance going for you? How's that? Yeah, I would love to know a little bit about it. Come on with it. Come on with it.
Okay. Right now, everything is good. But in the beginning, it was like, oh my God, I was all over the place. But what I did was, what I've learned to do was plan things out. You know what I'm saying? Before jumping into something, I planned this though. Because I was like, before I even started working, I wasn't even working when I started my business. I wasn't even working at all. So what I did was I sat down, I said, okay, I love cooking. So let's see what I can do. Because this wasn't even a dream. A restaurant and a food truck wasn't part of my plan. But after a while, it became to be my plan because I'm like, I'm good at what I do. People tell me all the time, girl, you need to get a restaurant, you need to get a food truck. And I'm like, nah, I want to do this with my life. Like, and then when I finally sat down and thought about it, I'm like, why not? Yeah. Let's go for it. Let's do it. So I came up with a plan. I posted on my social medias. I'm like, y'all, I came up with the name and everything. The reason why I got the name Breezy, it's called Breezy's Kitchen. But the reason why I came up with Breezy is because that's my music name. Because I also sing and rap too. Yes. In Chicago, I was in this little group called COC, Cash Over Clout. And it was just me and some homies. We would go and record some music or whatever. So my name was Breezy, my music name. Oh my God, what is this? I'm getting a message on my screen. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can see you. No problem.
Okay. So I took my music name and used that. And I was like, why not? I would just, call my business Breezy's Kitchen. So it was catchy. Everybody liked it. So they was like, when are you gonna start doing this? So I was like, January 20th is the date. So then everybody, like, it was approaching the date and I really didn't even have like everything together because I was nervous because I was like, how do I do this? So I just started buying stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just do it. And then I didn't know anybody either. So it's like, imagine being here starting a business and you don't even know anybody. You know what I mean? It's hard. So I got out there. I had to promote myself. I started making flyers, business cards. I started my business page and I was out there on the streets passing out flyers. Here, y'all, I'm gonna be out here doing this on this day. Come support your girl. I was out here. You feel me? I'm putting flyers on people's cars. I'm pulling up to the
you got the windshield. You got that windshield wiper. You put in the windshield. I already know.
Exactly, wiping it off and stuff. I'm seeing my flyers blow up the street.
I already know.
I'm like, come on, man. But when a day came, I actually got a lot of calls and stuff. Day one, people was hitting me up on my page. My phone number was on my business card, so they was calling me. They was like, "Is this Breezy's Kitchen?" I'm like, "Yeah." So they was ordering food, and then I deliver. I cook the food, and then go ahead and deliver it to these people. Yes, because I don't want nobody at my house.
I mean, but who the heck?
You know how it is.
Yeah, Superwoman. Man. Were you flying? Did you fly to him, or did you try to take the car?
Okay.
What you did? Superwoman.
And then you should have seen me. I'm getting the food together. I'm bagging it up. I'm like, man, and then I'm by myself, So but I had to do what I got to do. And I'm still doing it to this day. I'm saving up, like I said, for a food truck. So I won't have to do this too much longer. You know what I mean? But in the beginning, it's rough. It's rocky. When you first start in the business, you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, experience some problems, some issues here and there. But what I want to say to everybody who's watching too, no matter what, keep going. Keep showing up for yourself, because if you don't, who will? You know what I mean? I'm going to keep showing up because one day it's going to click, or I'm going to make enough money doing this where I don't have to do it no more. Now I can get my food truck, or now I can get my restaurant. You know what I mean? But you have to put in that time. That's with anything you're doing in life. You have to put that time and that effort in there and be consistent. Yes.
My goodness. And from one entrepreneur to another. Like that's why I'm feeding. I'm eating off this. Right now, I just feel like it's just a whole buffet, and you just laid a whole bunch of food out, right in front of me, and I'm just
time to eat.
Everything you take, I'm just eating. I'm the chicken right here, the thigh, and here's a breast. Like I'm just eating. Like this is good. Oh my goodness, thank you.
But with the balance, like you were saying, right now it's kind of easy. But I work overnights. I feel a little tired. But at the same time, I keep going though, because like I was just saying, it's gonna pay off. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to put in that time, whatever, because when we go out to turn up with our friends at a party and you still got to make it the next day to work, you make it, right? Well, some of us don't. Yeah, exactly. We be like, I'm calling off. Yeah. But a lot of us be like, I was out all night, but I made it to work. I was out working all night, but I made it to work the next day. I'm still for to show up for my business.
Exactly.
I showed up for your business, so I got to show up for mine. You know what I mean?
Hey, mind your own business. I'm telling you.
Exactly. I got to. Tired or not, I'm showing up and I'm showing out.
Exactly, man. Oh my goodness. Woo. Woo. All right, hold on, man. All right, so all right, just to recap what all you just said. You have a business where you meal prep. You cook the food all by yourself. You go in the grocery store, of course, getting all the food by yourself. You're making sure that you provide all the nutritions and things that they want in the meal prep.
The calories, the macros, all of that. But then I have two separate menus. Okay, like I have the healthy menu, and then I have an unhealthy
menu. She
I gotta please everybody.
She frying chicken on it.
I'm frying chicken. Oh, Wing Wednesday. I'm frying chicken and everything. I mean, I actually started out with that menu. I added my healthy menu. Literally, I want to say 2 months ago. I mean, not 2 months ago. Like, not even. Maybe a month ago. Okay. I just added the healthy menu only because one of the guys at the gym I go to, he's the owner of the gym. He was like, Brittany, have you ever thought about meal prepping and stuff like that? And I was like, I mean, I should, because I'm on this fitness journey. Maybe I need to start eating right. Because I wasn't really, I was eating right, but you know how it is.
Oh, I know.
But since he put that ideal in my head, I said, tell you what, this is what I'm gonna start doing. I said, I'm gonna make a healthy menu. Every time I cook on my food days is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I said, on those days, I will incorporate a healthy meal. So I started doing stuff like baked fish and broccoli or steamed vegetables or something like that, on top of doing what I do on Monday. Like Monday is soul food day. Wow. And then Wednesday is wing day and Friday is fish and shrimp. So it's like on those days, now I just double the work. So now I gotta cook soul food and then I gotta do another dish on some healthy stuff. Like, you know what I mean? So it gets overwhelming sometimes, but it's all about planning things out. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's why I gave myself those days in between, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I can catch up and get some rest in between and get my menu planned a day ahead of time so I can be ready for the next day. Like tomorrow is fish and shrimp. And I gotta work tonight and show up in the morning and for my business. Ooh. But I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna show out. Y'all already know.
My thing is it's all local. So this is only local right now.
Yes. And I'm the only one out here in Galveston doing this. So this is why it's so good, because there's nobody doing what I'm doing, people are still trying to figure me out and still trying to know me, because like I said, nobody, even though I've been out here 2 years, I've been solo. I've been off the radar. The only reason why people noticing me now is because of this weight loss journey. So now people are like, okay, who is this girl? Because nobody knew who I was before. They just like, oh, who is she? Or Brittany, that's Brittany. She's starting her food thing and all of that. So now my name is starting to get out there now, which is good too. Because at first it was hard. Okay. It was hard.
I know. Yeah, I know. But like you said, it's the continual showing up, you know what I'm saying, and doing what it is. And I want to ask you this question too. How important would you say passion is in what you do? And, passion, how important would you say passion is when it comes to staying consistent? Would you say that you need to enjoy what it is that you do in order to also keep going in it?
Me personally, I enjoy everything I'm doing. I'm very passionate about it. But some people don't enjoy the things, but they still can be passionate. But I think honestly, in order to truly be passionate about what you're doing, I feel like you do have to love it. You do have to love what you're doing, because you will put your all into it too. When we love something, we go hard for it. If you don't really love it, it's like you giving a bare minimum. You showing up and just like, I don't want to do this, so I'm not really gonna, I don't care. But when you love it, when you actually love doing something, yes, you're gonna be very passionate about it.
Exactly. No, I agree. I completely agree, because I heard you say that you love cooking. You know what I'm saying? So Then when
I've
you
been
said
cooking
that,
since I was a kid. I
wow,
started cooking when I was like 7, 8 years old.
wow,
My dad actually taught me how to cook before he left. He taught me how to cook. My mom do not know how to cook at all. She don't even know how to scramble an egg.
What?
Like, sorry, mama, if you
Oh no,
but
you need to put that. Hey, mama, I hope you listen to this. You need to put that on your page. Put that on your page. Like
she can't cook to save my life.
You should start your story off with that. Coming from a mom that can't cook, like they're gonna be like, "What the world is going on with this?" Like that is beast.
Yes, my mom can't cook. My dad was the cook. He was a chef, so he taught me how to cook. Actually, he didn't even really teach me. It's just that every time he was cooking, you know how kids is. Can we help? Can I help you do this?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And I used to always be in the kitchen with him, and I love food. That was my problem. That's why I gained all that weight, because I love to eat. Okay, so I'll be in there. My daddy can cook too, so he'll be cooking and he'll making some nice size plates and stuff. So I'm like, man, this food look good. I want to be able to do this. And so I started cooking. And then when I had kids, I had to cook for them. So that's what made it consistent. Yeah. Because it's like when you have kids, you got to cook for them. Like they can't go up in there and cook themselves nothing. You know what I mean?
Right,
so at this point, I had to cook for my kids every day and make sure they had a hot meal. So now I'm learning new dishes. I'm falling in love with it again. I always loved to cook, but I wasn't in love with it. You know how you can love something, but you ain't in love?
Yeah.
I loved it, but I wasn't in love with it. Now I'm in love with it. I'm passionate about it. I love doing it. And that's with everything in my life. Anything that I put my name on or say that I'm doing this, it's because I love doing it. I'm not going to do nothing I don't love doing.
You sound just like me. You sound just like me. Because it's torturous. I feel like it's torturous.
Yeah.
It's just like and life is too short.
Exactly. And nothing else. Life is too short.
It's too short. Has COVID not shown us that? Like, I understand you have responsibilities and things like that. So if you got to grind and push it out. But I feel like you should be working towards at least what it is you are passionate about. Yeah, like
have a plan.
Have a plan. Yeah, like
definitely
why stay there?
Yeah. Because a lot of people, this is what I don't get about some people. They be like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. But what's your plan? Because I always ask people this too. Like, okay, you want to do all these things. That's amazing. That's wonderful. But what is your plan? That's why when you go get a loan or different things, they want to see your business plan. They're not going to give you no money if you ain't coming correct. So I come correct in my life because I didn't used to though. At first, I was all over the place. Like, I want to do this. I'm starting new things and not planning it out. If you don't plan you have to plan everything out. Because if you don't plan it, it's going to fail. I hate to say it like that. No. It may not fail right away, or I don't even want to say it's going to fail because I don't wish that on nobody. Yeah. But coming from my own experience, from jumping into things and not planning it out, they failed. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And all failed miserably. Yeah. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do something different this time because the stuff I was doing before, obviously wasn't working for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And my
camera froze up a little bit.
Yeah, it froze up a little bit, but no, you good. You bet. Make sure. Okay, there we go. But yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, and man, oh man, that's so many. Okay, I'll add because I see we're going into this entrepreneurial conversation. So I actually one more because I again from entrepreneur to entrepreneur, I'm loving this. But I want to ask you one more question, because you had just touched on this, and I think it's very important. It's a very key point that I stress on my page, my TikTok page, and that is failure. You said that all those other things prior to wasn't working. All those other things prior to, you saw that it wasn't lasting or it failed, and you failed miserably. How important would you say those failures were to where you are now?
How important was my failure? The things that I failed at?
Exactly.
Okay, well, one of the things was the book that I'm writing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm writing a book right now. Yeah. But the first book that I started writing, I failed on because I didn't really plan it out. It was just like, I want to write a book. Yes. And then I just got on my laptop and just started writing, and then I don't know. I really didn't put that much time and effort into it. And right. I definitely didn't plan it out. It was just a spare in the moment thing. But then I gave up on that book because it was all over the place. You know what I mean? So then I started writing another one. But this time I sat down and was like, okay, you know what? What is it going to be about? Get the characters together and, you know, stuff like that. You got to, so I made one, I opened up Google and in my notes, I did one thing for my characters and then I did the plot and then the twist and whatever the main characters, the least favorite
Google Drive.
characters.
You talking about Google Drive? You use Google Drive to kind of
Yeah.
Yep. No. Because I use it too. I use it too.
Because at first,
yep.
Okay, yeah. The first book I was writing, I didn't do any of that. So now I have to go back to who's the main character? What's this person's name? And like I'm just like all over the place. Like, hold on, what am I writing? Just look, what's going on? Throw the whole laptop away.
I know.
Okay, I didn't know what was going on. That's why it's important to plan it out. Yep. Like you have to plan everything out now. I understand that because I don't want to fail anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like it comes a time where you have to grow up. You have to realize, like, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. Yeah. And you have to work towards it and not just say, hey, this is what I want. You know what I mean? Because what are you doing to get it? Yeah. You gotta do that. It's very important.
And how important would you say trying is? You know, at least try. You know, many people seem like they're afraid, they fear even trying to write a book. You know what I'm saying? Most people, when you hear,
you gotta at least try. Yeah. If it's something that you want to do, I say try. If you fail, at least you try. A lot of people say, I want to do this, I want to do that, but ain't doing it, ain't tried to do it, or like, so don't even talk about it, man. My opinion. Hey, try it, fail, whatever. I failed the first time. My first book was a epic failure because I still got it up in my somewhere in my laptop. I don't even know.
See that somewhere.
Look, I don't even open that up. Okay, but I failed on a lot of things. I even failed in my weight loss journey. But we'll talk about that.
No, we going there right now. We going there right now. We going there right now. That's what I love.
Failed. Let me tell you what happened.
Come on.
Okay, so mind you, I used to weigh 268 pounds. I lost a total of 100 pounds as of yesterday when I weighed in. I'm down 100 pounds. Okay, so when I first started my journey, the first 6 months, I lost a lot of weight in the first 6 months, and I gained all of that weight back. Do you know that? I gained the weight back because I got, like, I guess I got big headed. I was like, look at me, I'm looking good. I started going out to eat to restaurants and forgetting everything that I worked so hard for and just start acting up. Like I was on I don't know what I was on, but I was out here at every restaurant like a food critic or something. Oh, I'll have this and that and that. Because my problem was I ate too much in the first place.
I know.
So I stretched my stomach back out after snatching it in. Yep. You feel me? And I gained all the weight back and some. So that was a fail for me because I was like, dang, girl, after all this hard work, you gonna go ahead and do something like that? Right. So I had a moment to sit down and reflect because I was like, okay, you know what? Yes, I did this, but I'm not gonna give up because I know it can be done again because I did it. And a lot of people like, oh, whatever. They didn't take me serious after that because they like, girl, whatever. We no longer are following you. We don't care about anything you're talking about. Like, people were saying these things to me. So I was like, wow. So I got to do something. Like, I got to get back up. It was hard too the second time around. I remember it being harder than it was the first time because the first time I was just doing it, but I don't know. But the second time it mattered more because I know what I had to go through to get there. You know what I mean? And I failed. I mean, I cried. I remember sitting up one night just crying, like, what is wrong with you? I think I was sitting in the bed eating a Twinkie.
We all done been there. 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 We all done been there.
I felt like I was on my 600-pound life because I was sitting in the bed. I couldn't get up.
I'm telling you. I
think I had just ate an 8-piece. Sweet and spicy. I'm sitting there like extra fries. I got a big drink on the side.
Oh yeah, you got the big drink. You gotta have a big drink. You gotta have a big drink.
Extra ice. Oh my God. I'm just sitting there like this. So then I was like, you know what, Brittany? What's wrong with you? But I said, it's okay. Because this happens to the best of us. You know what I mean?